myself, I'm from DC,
Mm-hmm.
born and raised.
Mm-hmm.
I take pride in being a native here.
Yes.
I tell people I got like the best of both worlds, and
Mm-hmm.
they often ask, "What do you mean?" And so I always tell people like, "Well, my mom come from a two-parent home. My
Mm-hmm.
grandfather owned his own company.
Mm-hmm.
You think like a middle class, upper class kind of family,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not my story. I
Mm-hmm.
grew up in poverty, impoverished, in
Mm-hmm.
Berry Farms. And so even though some people might use that as like a sad story, I use
Mm-hmm.
mine as a resilient story, as a
Yes.
confident story. And if I didn't know what like being impoverished was, I don't think I would have that same hustle. So that's really who I am. I think I use my community as a way to keep me going.
Mm-hmm.
The people around me that fuels me, and
Mm-hmm.
that's who I am. Really. I'm currently at Howard. I started this fall. I'm excited for that. I'm
Yes.
in
Yeah.
my master's in social work.
Right.
I just completed the Fred Taylor Roll Away the Stone certification of leadership through the School of Social Work, and that really just gave me more of a to do more.
How do you feel going back into your prior neighborhood? I know for me, sometimes I worry
Yeah,
about it because I don't want to get hurt.
yeah, yeah,
And I want to be wise and smart about it. But I do know that we've made it to a particular point where we're
hmm
supposed to be able to help.
for
So how
sure.
can we move around and assist the communities that we come from and be a light to them
Yeah,
with safely?
I think that's a good question. I never
Mm-hmm.
thought about it in that way, but I think just being authentic, like you said, being your natural self. I
Mm-hmm.
think oftentimes when we are placed in our communities, we do feel like that's all we know.
Mm-hmm.
It's no other option. The positive ones, like myself or yourself, who may come back and see it, they may see it as you want them to see it as like motivation,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes it may come off as if he's better than,
Yeah.
she's better than,
Mm-hmm.
and then that can really like wear you down too, because
Mm-hmm.
all I really want you to see is I'm just like you. So what
Mm-hmm.
I've learned to do when I do go back to my communities, whether it's impoverished, with Berry Farms getting closed down, but
Mm-hmm.
one of the ways I try to really do it now is really just having a conversation first, get
Mm-hmm.
to know you before you assume anything. Let's have that conversation. And
Mm-hmm.
then also too, I just try to stay prayed up. But regardless
Yeah.
of,
Yeah,
you
that's true.
know, the environment or how I've been blessed to come out of it, it was a team behind me.
Mm-hmm.
My
Yes, that's right.
teachers, what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, my mentors, my friends, my mom, So I look at it as if I had to help, let me use that feel from each person that has helped me in some way
Mm-hmm.
for the people that I'm going to go to.